Well, somebody do a little celebration dance. The V8 engine is actually in the car. It's just sitting there, but in place. We have to cut that extension off in order to get the electric fans in there, which we have here. Could use a mechanical one, but probably not as good, and we'd have to somehow get the radiator out again, which is quite a trick, in order to get past the length of those bolts. But there it is. 5-liter V8 in our Lemons Mustang. Crazy wiring on the 6-liter with the problems is gone. We have a different speedometer cable end in order to run the standard transmission and get the right speedo, which doesn't exist at the moment. We also had to have the different dashboard, which we have here. But this is a big step. To actually have the right engine in this crazy car. Now we can start working on it to get it running instead of tearing it apart. And we had to have the engine in to get the weight on the front of the car in order to crush those shortened springs. Ends have been cut off to make it drop a little bit and ride a bit firmer. In order to get this strut up in the hole and put the nut on the top, you got to have about 1,000 pounds on that spring, so we couldn't put the tires on. But that's the next step. Rear end's already in there. However, if we end up using the previous exhaust system, rusty as it is, goes over the rear end and all the way up to the motor, that'll be another little trick because we'll have to drop that rear end again to get over the axle. So that's a decision yet to be made. It's not hard to do. We just have to take the shock towers bolts off and disconnect the swing arm in there, drop it down part way, still semi-attached, and then feed all that mess over top and inside the tunnel and get them hooked up on the end of the stock headers, which we decided to stay with because there's too much to do. We wanted long tube headers, but that's another story for another day. So, yay! Thank you, Lord. A V8. And it's very clean underneath and inside. So, having cleaned the oil pan.